Okay, so we're here once again in Mining Simulator 2, and for today's video we're going to go over some different ways on how multi-rebirths could possibly work. So multi-rebirths did get confirmed by Isaac recently, and there's a couple different ways that it could work. So yeah, let's just get straight into it and go through all of them. So the first one we're going to go over is probably going to be the most overpowered version of whatever multi-rebirths could possibly be, and that is basically going off of your coins and doing the maximum amount of rebirths based on your coins. So as of right now in the game, you can only rebirth once and you have to have a specific amount of coins, and for me right now I need 407 billion. So if I quickly jump down to the crystal cavern, and I'm just going to do a little bit of mining here just so you know, and I also need to get some pets equipped as well because apparently I don't have any equipped. But yeah, basically every 407 billion coins I can do a rebirth, and obviously it does go up a little bit after time. So basically how this first method could actually work, and the reason why it's so overpowered, is based on how many coins you actually have. So say you need to have like 407 billion coins per rebirth, then say you have like 10 times that amount, so like 4 trillion, maybe 5 trillion coins, then you could actually do 10 rebirths, and that's just because that's how many rebirths you can do based off of those coins. Say you have like 4 quadrillion coins, you could do something like 1,000, 10,000 rebirths all at once. So all you need to do then, just to kind of get that, is come through, mine for absolutely ages, get your backpack up to literally like millions and billions, sell it all at once, and then go ahead and do all of those coins straight into as many rebirths as possible. And in that way, you're going to get a ton of rebirths all at once, and it's going to be a very, very overpowered method indeed. And it's probably going to be the only way realistically that I can see people getting thousands of rebirths all in one go, maybe even hundreds of rebirths as well. So yeah, it's a very, very overpowered method, and I don't really see it happening anytime soon, but it could possibly happen based on whatever Isaac's idea of multi-rebirths could possibly be. But yeah, very, very overpowered method. So let's quickly sell right now, and I also need to hide my pets as well because they are going to get in the way. But yeah, as you can see right now, I have 4.39 trillion coins, which would more or less equate to around 10 rebirths, maybe 11 rebirths. And then as you can see, if we go ahead and rebirth all then, because this amount of coins equates to 10 rebirths overall, I would be able to do 10 rebirths all at once. And again, say I had 4 quadrillion coins, that would probably equate to like 1,000 or maybe like 10,000, whatever the maths is. And then I could do 1,000 rebirths all at once. A very, very overpowered method indeed. One that I don't really see happening, but we'll have to wait and see, because you never know, it may possibly happen. Now these next two are probably the more common things that may happen, and the ones that I definitely see actually happening. So this next one is basically based off of how rebirths work in every other game. So if you join most clicker games that have rebirths, every time like it comes to rebirth, you'll just have kind of like a set list. So similar to like Rebirth Champions, where you'll basically just open up a list. It'll have like 1 rebirth, 5 rebirths, 25 rebirths, and it'll go down to like 1 million rebirths, 5 million rebirths, things like that. And you need to get a certain amount of clicks for those rebirths. So it could possibly work like that as well, where maybe you'll have like a set list where you can go do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then like the maximum amount of rebirths you can do all at once is 10, something like that. And I think this is going to be one of the more like, probably the more common ways that this multi-rebirth could possibly be working, like, just for the simple fact that it's in most games right now, so most people will understand how to use it. And again, I will put up a picture on the screen hopefully at some point during this explanation to show you guys exactly what I mean. But yeah, probably having like specific amount of rebirths to do is probably going to be more of like a, you know, a more common way of actually using the multi-rebirths. And then this next one again is a good way to actually introduce some gem enchants, and it will work similar to the specific amounts. However, instead of having just them all unlocked all at once, instead you'll have to come into here and actually unlock a certain amount of rebirths. So once multi-rebirths does release, you can still only do 1 rebirth at a time. However, you can come in then come into the gem enchants and upgrade it using your gems, and maybe like you can go all the way up to like 10, so then you can do 10 rebirths all at once, which would be really good. And again, there's 2 different ways this could work. It could either work like the based off of like, for every 1 rebirth you do, you actually get 10 rebirths, which would be pretty overpowered again. Or maybe then it could just be like, you know, just the standard, you can do up to 10 different rebirths and you'll still need to use the right amount of coins for it. So again, a really good way that could possibly be used for the gem enchants. And yeah, now what we've gone over there is basically different ways of how like the multi-rebirths could work in terms of getting multiple rebirths all at once. However, there is one way and one completely different way on how this could possibly work, which probably will be a little bit uncommon, but that could be using different worlds. So instead of using multi-rebirths as like its actual full-on title, maybe it could mean multi-world rebirths instead, which means that then you can come into things like the Atlantis world and use the shells to actually rebirth. Because as you can see right now, I think that shells are way easier to get than normal coins, which would make it a lot easier to rebirth in this Atlantis world. And as you can see as well, the bottom stone right now is over like literally 175,000, which is how much more? 175 times more, or like 17.5 times more, something like that. So yeah, honestly, it's a lot easier to use and get the currency in the Atlantis world. So maybe multi-rebirths might mean multi-world rebirths, where you can actually get all different currencies and still do some rebirths, which again is going to be very strong, but it will be very nice. And hopefully maybe 2 of these different methods will be like introduced. In terms of getting like the most overpowered ways, if you could use the max coins to maximum rebirths, so you literally can get like 4 quadrillion coins and then like get 1,000 rebirths all at once, that would be very overpowered. And then you can also use different worlds. So as you can see right now, I've gotten 300 trillion shells. Maybe I can go ahead, use all 300 trillion shells, maybe if I get up to like something like 30 quadrillion shells, and then just get like 20,000 rebirths all at once. Very overpowered way, but it'll be a really fun way as well, and it will honestly like kind of break rebirthing. So yeah, honestly that's not going to happen based on the fact that obviously gems right now are a very important part of the game, and that will completely break the gems in the game. But yeah, the most like probably the thing that will most likely be introduced into the game is the gem enchants to increase. So we'll probably start off being able to do like 1 or 2 multi-rebirths at once, and then you can increase that using gem enchants. Maybe you could do 5 rebirths all at once you get all the gem enchants increased. Maybe you can get all the way up to 10, I'm not too sure, but I really do think that the multi-rebirths will be introduced using the gem enchants. So yeah, there's just some different ways on how we could possibly go through and get some of these nice gem enchants. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.